Hi guys, this is your sister in Jesus Christ, Kerry-Ann. Guys, I want to share this quick dream with you that the Lord gave me concerning Pope Francis on the 26th of April 2016. Guys, in this vision I saw myself standing in a huge thick crowd, and inside a house was going Pope Francis. But before he entered into the house, he stopped and he told the people that he's going in to pray for them. And everybody was excited that the Pope was going to pray. And as he entered the house, I was standing outside just talking to these people. And then something prompted me to go inside the house. And I didn't know why I wanted to go inside the house, but I did. And as soon as I went into this house, there was two rooms. One room Pope Francis was in, and the door was halfway open, and the next room I was in. And as I stood in this room when I went inside the house watching Pope Francis, I thought he was praying. But ladies and gentlemen, when I listened closely, it appears as if Pope Francis was chanting, and he was looking into this book that had a leather covering, and there was some images on the book. I saw on the outside of this book the two-finger sign, and I also saw what appears to be a goat head with huge long horns. And then I listened closely and I thought, this is not praying. And when I looked, he was chanting over a bed, and on the bed lay this huge body, figure laying on the bed, dressed in black with black veil on their face. And what the Pope was chanting, out of nowhere appeared another figure dressed in black, ladies and gentlemen. And this figure was doing what I would say miracles, because he was literally creating lightning with his hands. There was lightning coming from his hands, and lightning filled the room that Pope Francis was in, what this figure was doing. And also in the corner of the room was some other people dressed in a long red hooded garment with black lining in the hood. And as they were carrying on, Pope Francis saw me, and when he saw me, shouted and said, what are you doing here? And I said, I'm going. And as I tried to open the door, ladies and gentlemen, the door wouldn't open. And then he looked again and he saw me and he said, are you still here? And I said, I'm going. And as I tried my very hardest to open this door, the door would not open. And ladies and gentlemen, I heard when Pope Francis said, right, we need a human sacrifice to finish off this ritual. Go kill her. And as soon as I heard that, I tried to open the door, and the door flew open, ladies and gentlemen, and I ran outside. And when I ran outside, I was warning the people, was telling them exactly what Pope Francis was doing. They wouldn't have it. They were stoning me. They wanted to kill me. They called me a liar. They said Pope Francis is an excellent man. He's a man of God, and I'm just making up stories. Out came of the house was Pope Francis and these figures that was dressed in a red hooded garment. And when they came out, Pope Francis was laughing and smiling with them, and he said, I've prayed to the Lord on your behalf. Everything is well. But when I looked on the people behind Pope Francis that was dressed in a red hooded garment, they looked demonic. But the people in the crowd, could not see this, ladies and gentlemen. I was the only one that was picking this up, and I was just so astonished that these people, though, they just look so evil. They just don't look human at all. But nobody figured out and picked it up. And the crowd was cheering Pope Francis, and just, you know, like what you see on television, everybody's all over him. That's exactly what was happening. And then he went away, and then the dream ended. And I've shared this on my timeline, and you know, God reveals things. You know, I don't understand 100% about the Vatican. I don't understand about the Catholic faith. I really don't understand. I don't understand about it. But God reveals things, ladies and gentlemen, and He's not a liar. No, I don't know what's going on, but I got this dream, and I just want to share it with you all. May God eternally bless you. I love you all, and I see you someday in glory. In Jesus' glorious name, amen and amen. Amen. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Hi guys, this is your sister Kerry-Ann in Jesus Christ. Guys, I want to share this vision that the Lord gave me on the 10th of June 2017. In this vision, ladies and gentlemen, the Lord took my spirit into a house. And I went into a particular room. When I went into this room, I saw some people. I saw Pope Francis. I saw Barack Obama, 2 daughters. I saw Barack himself. There were some more people, and then I saw a man, but I didn't see Michelle Obama. But this man that was in the room, that was standing beside Barack, he appears as if he was representing Michelle. And when I went into the room and I saw the Obama family, the first thing I said to myself, where is Michelle? Because she wasn't there. However, the man that was beside Barack was representing Michelle Obama. And as I stood in the room and the Lord told me to observe, ladies and gentlemen, I saw the 2 daughters climbing on the wall. They were literally like spiders. They didn't look like spiders. They were human, but they were climbing on the wall. And I started to say in myself, why are they climbing the wall? They were running from the people in the room. And I saw the big daughter that she was actually protecting her little sister, Sasha. But they were just climbing on the wall and they were just trying to hide. And when I looked to my left where I was standing, I saw 3 guys with spear. They had spear in their hands and they were trying to poke the 2 kids that was climbing on the wall. And they poked the big daughter and she fell off the wall and fell on the floor. Barack was standing there and he didn't do anything. And the man that was standing beside Barack, he didn't do anything either. And I heard when the Pope said, this is one of the sacrifices. So the big daughter, they killed her. She died in this vision. But then in the same room, the Pope had some form of book in his hands and he was doing some form of chanting. And all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, I saw Barack Obama on a bed. He was dead. I don't know how he died, but as soon as the daughter got the spear in her side, in her heart rather, and she died, I then saw Barack lying on the bed and he was dead. Then the Lord took my spirit and I was looking what appears to be an abyss. This was a very dark and demonic hole that I was looking down into. And as I was looking down, I was still in the room, but it's like the Lord was showing me what was happening as the Pope was chanting and reading from his book. I saw coming up out of the abyss Barack's face, but it wasn't him. It looked like him, but it wasn't. He came right out of the darkest pit, out of this abyss. And when he came up, when the spirit came up and he stood in front of me, his eyes was piercing it was just piercing through me. And I woke up out of the vision. And when I woke up out of the vision, I didn't want to go back because it was just so demonic. And yes, fear came over me, and I woke up and I shook my head like that and I said to myself, I don't want to go back into this vision. But I was so sleepy, and as soon as I hit my head back on the pillow, I was right back, same place, into the vision with this guy that looked like Obama staring at me. And as he began to stare at me, the Pope was just chanting. I don't even know what he was chanting, but this guy that looked like Barack, he was walking over to Barack's dead body to go and possess him. But because I was in the room, he couldn't do it. And I heard when this guy, the guy that came out of the abyss that looks like Barack, said, she is dreaming. We must kill her. I woke up straight away out of the vision. And I said to God, God, I don't want to go back because I felt as if they were going to kill me. I had to get out. But the Lord wasn't finished. He wanted to show me more things. And I went back to sleep, and I went back the 3rd time into the same vision, ladies and gentlemen. And I heard when the Pope said to the guy that looked like Barack that came out of the pit, said, You cannot possess the body of Barack whilst she is there. She needs to be removed, and then you can possess the body. And then the vision just ended, and I just woke up out of it. I mean, that was one. I can't even begin to explain how demonic that vision was, but I just wanted to share it with you. May God